Hey, what's up? I'm Movie Cat, aka Roller Coaster Rider, and why don't you do me a favor and click that subscribe button and tell all your friends to subscribe, because that's the thing cool kids are doing.
Okay. Hi, I'm Kay. How you guys doing tonight?
And we're reviewing today, and we're reviewing Unforgettable, starring Rosario Dawson and the 99-cent store Katherine Heigl, aka Katherine Heigl.
Yeah, she played her part perfectly.
This is from a first-time director, and the writer, uh, oh, this be interesting, is writing the upcoming Bumblebee movie.
Mm.
The R-rated Bumblebee movie.
Yeah, just looking at the cover, it says, "When love ends, madness begins."
Yeah, this is
Katherine Heigl's character Tessa got a divorce from her husband 2 years ago.
and
He's fallen in love with Rosario.
Rosario Dawson,
Yeah.
and they have a kid. And I'm just gonna do one spoiler. If you can't tell by the first ladies, if you can't tell by the first 15 minutes that Katherine Heigl is crazy, I don't know. From the second she appears, you're like, okay, she's crazy.
She's a little too perfect.
She's an insane wacko. Like she never really smiles. She doesn't laugh.
Her makeup is perfect. Her hair is perfect. Her figure is perfect.
I will say this: she's a better villain than Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor in Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
She didn't talk like this. What? Um. So yeah,
Well, when you meet Katherine Heigl, Tess's mother, oh my God, then you'll know why Tess is the way she is.
why she's putting that? Why she's doing stuff to her daughter?
Yeah.
Um. I really I don't like to I hate using like, oh, if you've seen this, if you've seen something like this, you've seen it 100 times, or this is one of those movies. But this will be kind of tough to talk about, like, to extend very long, because it is essentially Rosario Dawson is being creeped out, and Katherine Heigl is the crazy woman.
The creeper.
And things just she just gets creepier and more
Well, she
insane
wants her life back.
and less stable, and she wants to, like she minor spoiler, she wants to kill to get her old life back, literally.
Yeah.
i, I really don't know how to extend this review, do you?
Well, we just review it piece by piece. It happened during some of it.
Yeah, Katherine Heigl steals stuff from Rosario Dawson, hacks her phone, gets her in touch with should we just
Her
spoil?
ex,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
that she had a restraining order
yeah.
on.
Um and essentially just makes Rosario Dawson look like she's just losing her mind and going wackadoodle.
Yep.
Um
And poor Lily is in the middle of this.
yeah, and you get the feeling that Katherine Heigl, like, whips her.
No.
I kind of got I got that feeling because every time she was with Katherine Heigl's character, she almost looked like Catherine. She almost looked like she had, like, welts and burns from her. That's at least it did to me.
Oh, no, not to me. They could have been internal scars, maybe.
Like, she did not want to do anything that Katherine Heigl didn't want her to do, or Tess.
Well, she didn't want to upset her mom. Her mom was perfect.
I thought her mom was kind of, it didn't say, but it might have been abusive.
What, the grandmother?
No, the Katherine Heigl's character to her.
I think how she was abusive is like, she had knots or snarls in her hair, so then Katherine Heigl just chops it off.
What about
It's
the
like
horse?
the horse, she was really freaking out.
You stay on that horse.
Yeah, she didn't want to stay on the horse, and she was really scared. And Katherine Heigl Tess was trying to be like what her mother wanted her to be. Another one of her.
Not the strongest role model.
No, because her mother was just like her.
So, anything else you want to say about this movie, or should we go into the final recap?
Well, I mean, it I thought it was a pretty good thriller. You know, Tess finally after um, seemed to in the beginning when she took Rosario Julia out to lunch. You know, like they were turning a corner, but then it just got kind of freakier even.
There's
And you know, Julia after her ex, you know, she had a restraining order against her ex, and he just beat her up and everything. She really thought she found true love with David, who used to be married to Tess, and Lily as the daughter.
the movie kind of reminded me of it started off kind of reminding me of Duplex,
Mm,
that really bad Drew Barrymore Ben Stiller movie. But later on it started making me think of that movie Obsessed, starring Beyonce Knowles and Ali Larder.
mm.
Because that's also a similar movie about like an ex-girlfriend or someone who's just who's just crazy, and not fun crazy but scary crazy.
Yeah,
Not Harley Quinn crazy, but like Joker crazy.
yeah. But you got to give it to Katherine Heigl. She really played the that character pretty darn good.
Yeah, she played I guess you could say she kind of played a version of what people think she is based on her movies and her personal life.
Mm, I don't know.
Like a lot of
I don't
people.
know her personal life.
But yeah, this it is a different role, thankfully, from her other very mediocre quote unquote movies.
Mm,
Um it's not sexist, so that's already an improvement from her previous movies.
yeah.
Um Whitney Cummings is also in it, and thank God she doesn't do her stand up, or they give her, and thank God they don't give her much comedy to work with.
Mm.
Thankfully.
Yeah, she was
Assistant. Rosario Dawson's.
her assistant or an editor also.
Maybe like an, no, not is the word accomplice? Friend? Or acquaintance? No, acquaintance?
Maybe she was the owner of the publication.
I don't know. Maybe. Or co-worker or something like that. Uh, so that's our review of the, that's the review.
Well, aren't you gonna say like, okay, the ex finally shows up
I want to
at
keep
her
some of this stuff a
house?
secret because, like, I, uh, even though you've seen this before, I would recommend seeing it. Just to show how, just so you can see just how crazy Katherine Heigl's character gets. Like when when the X does show up, normally that would be the end of most movies, but that's only the hour mark or so of a movie that's about an hour and 40 minutes. So you've got an additional 40 minutes, and then she gets unwoven pretty fast, and she just gets more and more unwoven and
Yeah.
insane.
But then finally
And
the husband finds it.
yeah, and
He figures it out.
would you say the movie kind of ends with a cliffhanger stinger?
Oh, with her showing up?
Yeah, don't say who, but yeah. I don't know
Gonna
if
be like, man, we can't get away.
we
She moves back to San Francisco.
we have to change our identity. We have to change our first, middle, and last names. We need to get new fingerprints inserted. We need new DNA.
Yeah. But anyway.
It's just it's a very it's a very insane movie where instead of a stalker boyfriend you have a stalker ex-wife.
Yep. Which probably
Which
both
makes it which, no offense ladies, that kind of makes it even creepier. No offense.
No offense taken. Okay, so let's wrap it up.
So,
Since we're not going to give the cliffhangers,
I mean,
you could go online and review it if you want to before you check it out. I wouldn't pay for it.
this movie is rated R. You're not necessarily the best with R-rated movies. You don't like a lot of
Well,
uh
because of the violence.
violence and to a degree maybe some profanity, and there was brief nudity where you saw Rosario Dawson's
Yeah,
you saw her
back.
her muscles.
So anyway,
So would you tell people to see this movie?
if they want to see a thriller, I mean, it didn't scare me, but it did keep me engaged. Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't pay for it. If you can rent it from the library or something.
Or if Netflix has it for free.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, sorry about this short review, but there's not really a whole lot to say.
Okay.
Join us next time when we're either going to review a movie from an SNL cast member or some really weird movie with toys or something else.
Oh, wow.
Until then, I'm Roller Coaster Rider,
And I'm Kay. Take care.
and subscribe, and if you don't, we'll make accounts for you. That's a reference to the movie. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.